Hi Flosstube, my name is Laura and welcome back to my channel, Loves Rubber Stamps Needlecrafts. Today is Tuesday, November 5th, and I don't have too long to make a video tonight because I have to go to work here in about an hour. But I wanted to pop on here and give a review or recap of the Midwest Cross Stitchers retreat that happened a couple of weeks ago in Amana, Iowa. My mom and I were lucky enough to have a spot in the retreat. The designer was Brenda Gervais, and it was hosted by the amazing farm girl, Michelle Rudy, who did an amazing job. I know there have been several videos already about the retreat, but I wanted to come on here and share the things that my mom and I made for the exchange and to share the progress that I made at the retreat. First off, I'll go ahead and show my whips that I worked on while I was at the retreat. I actually only worked on one while I was there. I worked on my Playful Pumpkins by Elizabeth Spurlock. That's what it will look like when it's finished. And if you're looking for that pattern, I had several people that were interested in where I got it, and it's in the Keepsakes Cross Stitch Calendar from 2014. That's what the cover looks like. And here's where I am at. Okay. Sorry about that. My husband was yelling at me because he was going to bed. So here's where I'm at on my Playful Pumpkins. And at the retreat, I had just started this pumpkin, and I've now got that one finished. Almost done with the floor there, and then I'll just have the two birds and the little candy corn string. This pattern is really cute, and it actually only uses DMC floss, so the shading is just amazing in it. So that's the only whip that I worked on while I was at the retreat. I did want to share, we participated in a smalls exchange while we were there, and we had to choose one of Brenda Gervais' patterns to stitch for the exchange. And the one that I chose to do was Jolly Happy Soul, which looks like that. And when I first started stitching it, I started it on a 40 count mallow, and I got this far. And this fabric is a pretty tight weave, and it's pretty hard to see the holes, so it was pretty slow going. So for my exchange piece, I went ahead and started over and switched fabric and stitched it on a 36 count flax instead for the exchange piece. I do plan on finishing this one though, and this one will be for me. So that's where I'm at on that. And now I'll go ahead and insert a video that I did separately that will show you the two exchange pieces that my mom and I stitched for the smalls exchange that happened on Saturday evening. So I'll go ahead and insert that video here. Hi Flosstube. I just thought I would pop on here quickly to share with you a couple of FFOs that my mom and I had made for the Midwest Cross Stitch Retreat in Amana. We're actually leaving for that later this afternoon. For the retreat, the designer that's going to be there is Brenda Gervais with I Needle and Thread. So for the smalls exchange, they just asked that whatever pattern you stitched be one of hers. So since I haven't had a chance to do a regular Flosstube video, I thought I would make this short video sharing the two FFOs for the retreat that my mom and I stitched. And then I'll just put this video into my regular floss tube. So the first one I'm going to share is the one that my mom stitched. She stitched the pattern called the Cat and the Moon, and then I finished it into this little tart pan for her. And she stitched this on 16 count Aida, and I'm not sure what the color was. It was a picture of this plus one, but I'm not sure the color. And instead of doing the stitches, that they were little white stitches in the collar, we decided to add little black seed beads. And then we also added a little black seed bead for the eye on the moon. And these tart pans are the Wilton brand tart pans. They're 4.75 inches. And I just bought these off of Amazon. You can buy them in a pack of 6 for just under 15 bucks. And then after I finished the tart pan, I did a Lady Dot Creates trim with a Chanel. On the inside, it's a black color. So it's kind of hard to see. You can kind of see it there. And then I just bought a little easel, little picture easel. And the tart pan just sits right in there, and then you can easily set it on your shelf for decoration. So I thought that turned out really cute. And to do the tart pan finish, I just followed on Vonna the Twisted Stitcher. On her blog, she actually has a photo tutorial that shows step-by-step how to finish these tart pans. Very easy to follow. They're awesome. So if you just search finishing with the Twisted Stitcher or the Twisted Stitcher tart pan finish, you can find that really easily. And then for my exchange piece, I decided to stitch Jolly Happy Soul by Brenda Gervais. And I finished mine into a little pillow. But, sorry, didn't want to throw it at you. And I stitched this on 36 count flax. And I used all the called for colors except for the white. I couldn't use the oatmeal because it was basically the same color as the fabric. So I used the B5200 for the white just to make it stand out. Otherwise you couldn't see it. I tried regular white, the oatmeal, all of them just blended into the fabric too much. I love these little cardinals. If you can see, they're stitched 1 over 1. There's like 43 stitches in those tiny little things. They're so cute. And then I finished this using Lady Dot Creates Peapod Velveteen, so it's really soft. I thought velveteen would give it kind of that vintage look, feel. And for the trim, I did a beaded ruched ribbon trim, and I used a beige, it's called Croquette Beige seam ribbon. And I've had that in my stash for a long, long time. And then I added the 3 little beads on every other pleat for the trim. And again, in order to do this trim, I followed one of Vonna the Twisted Stitcher's tutorials. She actually has a video tutorial on YouTube that shows you how to do that trim. It's, if you just go to her YouTube channel, The Twisted Stitcher, and search ruched beaded ribbon trim, then you should be able to find her video. And then I also added little seed beads for his buttons and his 2 little eyes. So, love how that turned out. Mom and I are both really proud of how our exchange pieces came out. And we're really excited to go to the retreat and stitch all weekend and meet new people, see old friends, and participate in the smalls exchange and see the beautiful project that we get in return. So hopefully I can do a floss tube once we get back from retreat sometime next week, and I'll be able to share the small exchange that I received and share all the fun things that we did while we were at retreat. So now it's back to your regular video. On Saturday evening, like I just shared, we did the smalls exchange, and this is the piece. I'll show you the piece that I received. The way we did it was kind of fun. Everybody got a ticket, and when your ticket was drawn, you could either go up to the table and draw a gift that was on the table, or you could steal a piece that somebody had already chosen, as long as that person hadn't been stolen from already. And so when it was my turn, I ended up stealing a piece, and then that piece ended up getting stolen from me. And when you're stolen from, you get to either go back up to the table and get a pick your gift, or you can steal something from somebody else that hadn't been stolen from already, and then that is yours to keep for good. Nobody else can steal from you because you can only be stolen from once. So it was pretty fun. There was a lot of stealing going on. So after the first one that I had was stolen, I had seen this one get opened and loved it, so I went ahead and stole it and got to keep it. So this is the one I got. This little sign says believe. It's in this beautiful crate with little plaid trees. This is totally my colors for Christmas. And this was stitched by Rachel. I'm not going to share her last name because I'm not sure if that would be okay. So it's beautiful. And the pillow is done on this really pretty dark fabric, and I love how she finished it with this little felt heart that says believe, and then she has a little key, metal key. Just threw it at you, I'm sorry. I love this. I don't have this pattern, and I'd thought about buying it several times, but I wasn't sure if I would like stitching this border. So I was super excited to get this because now I don't have to stitch it. So I absolutely love this. Can't wait to put it out for Christmas. In fact, I could probably put it out now. So thank you, Rachel. I love it and will treasure it always. And then I'll go ahead and share with you the gift that we received from Michelle Rudy, who hosted the retreat. This is absolutely amazing. There were over 70 of us there, and Michelle made us each a project bag. That's what mine looks like. She made it in this really pretty, she said it was French General fabric. Had this pretty bow. This is what mine looks like on the inside. And then inside we got a pair of scissors. This really pretty matching notepad that's magnetic. Has a giant pad of paper. That's cool to throw in your purse for stitchy notes. Got these beautiful big wooden, they're real thick chipboard tags. And I know a lot of people said that these would be good for putting your ribbon trims and things on. So I'll probably use them for that. And it looks like they were bought or got from notionsland.com. And then we also got this cute little tin. put needles or something in it. And that was the gift from Michelle, which was absolutely unexpected and beautiful. And she made one of these, like I said, for everybody there. So that was a ton of work and so thoughtful of her. And then the designer for the retreat, like I said, was Brenda Gervais with I Needle and Thread. Brenda was absolutely amazing and very generous as well. She had done a presentation on the history of samplers, which was very interesting, and she talked about how in today's age, we as stitchers are actually helping to create history through our acronyms that we use, like WIPs and FFOs, and she just had us think about all the different things that we do and what that history will look like in maybe 50 or 100 years, about how we all watched Flosstube and made videos and things like that. So it was very interesting and very well put together. Brenda was also very generous in her gifts. Everybody there received this pattern from her called Souvenirs of the Heart. It's a new series that she's doing, and this one is called Autumn in Amana. It's adorable. I love the squirrels. And we got to see the model stitch on this because she did a trunk show and brought some models, and her models are gorgeous. But this was stitched 1/1 on 28 count, so it was super tiny and it was super cute. And then on Saturday, Brenda put on a class, and in class we got to make these cute little scissor fobs. And this little scissor fob, this is printed, and she showed us how to make these. I've never made a scissor fob before, so it was kind of fun. Very pretty. That'll go nice on my scissors from Michelle's gift. And then we also made this cute little strawberry that goes in a little pin cushion. I guess it's a raspberry. This little pin, get to antique it. And then the kit that we got from Brenda was in this beautiful box. And some people had Brenda autograph their boxes, which I didn't even think about that. That's a good idea. And then the exclusive kit that we received was to do this beautiful sampler called the Little Red House Sampler. And in Brenda's talk that she did, she had brought some of her reproduction samplers that she has in her personal collection, which were beautiful, and a lot of them were the reds and the greens and the colors she said she really enjoys working with. And she shared with us the 2 samplers from her collection that kind of inspired her to create this sampler. And I really like the sentiment on there. It says, "With thy needle and thread, I stitch the best I can." So I can't wait to kit that up and start it. And if that wasn't enough, along with that, we also got this pattern for the needlework accoutrements that go with the sampler. So this is a pin cushion that we can make that she gave us the full kit for. And your little raspberry goes in that. And it matches our scissor fob that we made. And then there's also a design for a needle book on the back. And like I said, it was the full kit. So here's the linen and the trims to do the pin cushion and the needle book. And then she gave us this beautiful card with threads. It's very nice, very printed. And then we got a little tart pan and a little spool that you paint and then you stick it on there. So that was amazing. Her class was so fun, and she did an amazing job with her talk. It was so interesting. So I'm excited that she was our designer and that we got to meet her, and her talk was, like I said, just amazing. She did a very awesome job. And then we also received a gift from the Humble Bumble Stitcher, Sally, from the UK. She very generously donated a bunch of door prizes, and my mom was actually lucky enough to win one. It was this adorable spider pincushion that was really cool. But Sally had made everybody this little scissor fob. Can't keep anything in my hands today. But she stitched everybody one, and it's all finished, very pretty. So thank you so much, Sally. That was very nice of you. I mean, she had to make over 70 of these, so that's amazing. And then, if those weren't enough, we did get a couple of freebies or patterns from Lindy Stitches. Gave everybody one of these little turtle patterns. It's called Turtley Lovable. That's cute. So thank you, Lindy. And then Kitten Stitcher, Teresa, was there, and she brought copies of the Primitive Needle. It's called Moon Witch for everybody. And then I'm going to hold this up back here because it's just a pattern, but she also gave everybody a chart from Marjorie Massey. It doesn't look like it really has a name, but this is what the chart looks like. It's like a little sampler. So thank you to Teresa and Marjorie for that gift. And at the retreat, there was a freebie table. So I'll show you the things that I was able to get off the freebie table. I got this Bent Creek Happy St. Patrick's Day. I don't have very many St. Patrick's Day patterns, so that'll be fun to stitch. I thought he was cute. I got this JBW French Country Strawberry. And I have a thing for strawberries for summer. I don't know why. I have a strawberry wreath that hangs on my door, and I'm drawn to strawberry patterns for summertime. So that's really cute. And then I got this Needle Bling Designs Be Proud. This Hensite Charmed Welcome Winter. And this one's been on my wish list for a long, long time because it's one of the tart pan finishes too. This is from Blackberry Lane. It's called Carrots for You. And I just think it's cute. And I like how it's finished in the tart pan. And then I got Amy Brooken's Be Merry. I really like Amy Brooken's winter designs. They're so cute. And her Halloween. Her snowman just cracked me up. Their little faces. Then I was able to get Blossom Buddies from Valerie Pfeiffer. This one's another one that's been on my wish list for a long time. I did one of her chickadees. It's a Christmas chickadee that's wearing a Santa hat. I got to make it into an ornament still, but I do have it stitched. It's really cute. Then here's another one that's been on my wish list for a long time that was on the freebie table. It's Paula Vaughn's Bouquets and Blossoms. I got a new light, so sorry about the glare if it glares. And I got it because I love this sunflowers. That's the one that I really want to stitch out of here. But it has a whole bunch of designs. It's got It's got 13 patterns in it, so here's a bigger one of the sunflowers. That's my favorite. And then lastly, I got this Cross Stitcher magazine. This one's been on my, sorry about the glare, wish list for a while because this is the issue that has the Be Inspired by, I think it's Satsuma Street. Yeah, Emma Congdon, but it's the, has that design in it, Believe in Yourself. I really like that. So that's what I received off the freebie table. So that was very generous of the people that donated, and I really appreciate it. And I look forward to stitching those. Lastly, I'll go ahead and show you my haul that I got from Retreat. Like I said, Brenda did like a trunk show where we got to see all of her patterns and see some of her new designs and all of her models, which they are amazing. It's totally different when you see things stitched up. You just want to stitch everything. And my haul reflects that because I pretty much bought everything too. So this was the first thing I purchased. This was an exclusive kit for the Midwest Cross Stitch Retreat. It's called Jack Frost. And it comes with the cute pattern, and it comes with the little plastic dome and the trim. You just have to supply the fabric and the finishing materials. So that's really cute. And then I bought several of her patterns because stitch everything. There were some that I've been wanting for a while that I was planning on ordering online, but since she was there, I decided just to buy them from her and directly from her, so I didn't have to pay shipping. So this is the first one I got. It's called Merry Hollyberries. Then I got October Feast. And this is one of her new design releases. It's called Peppermint Pals. Look at his pants. Aren't those so cute? And I love his little snowman basket that he's got candy canes in. But how can you not love his little pants? Adorable. And this one I wanted as soon as we saw a little preview of it. This was her release from, it's called Winter Rose Manor. And this was a sampler that she had done for a Shepherd's Bush retreat about a year ago. And so now she's releasing it to everybody. And I don't think she has them on her site yet, but I know she was going to be putting them on there soon. So, but I had to get this because it's got cardinals. And that house is just beautiful. And I love this too. On the back it has this pin cushion you can do with a cardinal. So that's gorgeous. Can't wait to do that one. And then I got the Holiday Hoopla Halloween. And this is one of her new designs too, called Holiday Hoopla Christmas. And when you see these done up, I didn't get any of the hoops, but I'm going to have to order some from her. But the hoops are really nice, and they're so cute when they're finished in the little hoops. They're tiny and cute. And this is another one of her new designs. It's called Merry Old Soul. And again, look at his little stocking. It's a little snowman with candy canes. It's adorable. And then I had to get Boo to You because I've been wanting this one for a long time, and since it came out, and it's been sold out online some at 123 Stitch for a while. But look at her little dress and her little pumpkin head treat basket. So cute. And then I had to get All Bundled Up. And Gone Batty. The lady that was sitting at our table near us, she was stitching this, and she actually, I think, finished it at the treat or was really close. But this little bat, I didn't notice it, but he's got a little candy cane necklace. It is the cutest. So I can't wait to stitch that one. And then I got this one, which is another one of her new releases, called Candy Cane Lane. And then I got Candy Cane Wishes. And Jingle All the Way. And I got Hickety Pickety. I thought this would be cute just to even stitch just this part and make it a little cushion or something. Almost done. And then I got Merry Christmas. And I've always loved this one. I think it's the border that gets me. It's so pretty. It's heart and hand. But that border is amazing. And she had this model stitched too. It was really pretty. And then I had to get Autumn in Baltimore. Seeing these stitched up too. She stitched them over one, so they were really tiny and really cute, but I love her squirrels. So I'm drawn to most of her patterns that have the little squirrels on them. They're really cute. And that's all I have from the retreat. Hopefully I will be able to do a regular update video. Sometime this next week I'm going to be having a staycation, so we had planned to go to Las Vegas, but that's not going to happen now, so we'll just be staying home, and I plan on getting my craft room organized because it's a disaster. And so hopefully I will be able to get my craft room all cleaned up and then maybe do a craft tour video. That'll be fun. Show you kind of how I store my stuff, and then get the update video, my regular update video done. So I need to jump off here and get ready to go to work. So I appreciate you stopping by, and if you follow me or one of my followers, I really appreciate you subscribing, and for everybody that comments, I really appreciate the comments and the likes, and I will hopefully see you very soon. Happy stitching all. Bye.